Leo, what's up? Let's see, Leo, what's happening in your professional life? 20 through 26th July 2026, we have the Page of Wands out here. A lot of Leo could be picking a new direction. A lot of you could be very enthusiastic, very excited about something new. Okay, it's like you are ready to experiment, you are ready to go for it. I'm getting like, let's try this. I'm getting you as wanting to explore your options. Okay, so yeah, you are looking for something that gives you that inspiration, that spark. Okay, so if you are not inspired where you are, if you are not feeling inspired, if you are not feeling this spark where you are, looks like you are ready to look at something new. Okay, okay. All right, Leo. Let's do this. We have one, two, three, four, and five. Yes, there we have it again. Yeah, okay. Oh, wow. All right. What I'm getting out here is Leo, for a lot of you. If you have been in a job or in a business where you don't get in a job, where you don't feel like the teamwork is happening, or if everything's very very hostile, you feel like there is you always thought that if you always thought in a job where you guys were a team, you guys were a family, right? For some reason you are letting go of that kind of a job where you don't feel like a team anymore, you don't feel supported anymore, others of you, if you are in a business, right? And if that business is not giving you some kind of emotional satisfaction, if it's not giving you that happily ever after kind of feeling, looks like you are ready to let that go. Yeah, that's what you are in search of supportive environment. Okay, okay. So whether that supportive environment is moving towards a new job, or whether wanting to get that emotional satisfaction, and that means moving towards a new business investment, you will do it. But for you, I see in your energy, but for you, you don't want to stay in a toxic situation. Okay, if the environment is toxic, if the job is toxic, if the business is draining you out, but you don't want to be in that place anymore. Okay, so if you already made up your mind about something like that, in the current situation, we have the Six of Wands. Okay, the cards, we have the Six of Wands. I see a lot of confidence within you. Okay, you are coming off and feeling very very confident within yourself. So whether you have a cheerleaders or you don't have cheerleaders, you are trusting yourself, your own cheerleader. You don't want to wait validation anymore. I see, as moving forward after a period of a setback. If there was some kind of temporary setback, say you were not considered for a promotion, okay, or you were not considered for the some kind of raise, or you know there was a lot of ego issues, there was a lot of right whatever, right? So you are letting that go. If you had a lot of pride and ego, you are dropping that, you are moving forward successfully. So if you had some kind of temporary setback in your job or your business, you are moving forward, you are moving away from it. And I said you are moving forward with a lot of confidence out here. Okay, you don't need anyone to validate your feelings, your emotions, or your decisions, what's on your mind. Okay, and you are not very convinced on your mind, your mind is giving a lot of what if this happen, what if that happens, so it's like this. Okay, okay, Leo, so it's like this, you are very confident in your current energies. Okay, but your mind is not agreeing with you. Your mind is like, what is this happens, what if that happens, I can't. Your mind is you using a lot of manipulation created by your own self. There is no one sound around you, like who's creating free, who's creating a fear. Your mind is creating a lot of fear within itself, which is keeping you very limited. You are limited yourself to a toxic job. You are limiting yourself a toxic business environment. You are limiting yourself from opening up or being progressive. Okay, so there is a lot of fear of failure on your mind. But remember, nothing, none of whatever failure or fear you have on your mind is factual. Okay, none of these facts. Okay, it's all just created in your mind. um, okay, what is going to happen out here? What you don't see coming out here is that you will be presented with a choice. So it definitely feels like this is going to be a week because we have the 10 of cups. There is this is going to be the week, where you are not happy at all, and you are going to be at a point where you are like, I just have to make a choice. Like you um, will just have to make a choice where you are more aligned with who you are, a choice moving towards a new job, a choice living an old job, a choice to move towards a business opportunity or living a business opportunity. Okay, so whatever it is, a choice will have to meet that is more aligned with who you are. So if you are stuck in a toxic job and you are there only because of the money, and you are there because it looks good to the world, or you are there because that job is too fancy, okay, or people would die for that job or that business opportunity, like people like, wow, you are into this, but it's not serving you. Okay, it's not serving you, Leo. You are going to be at a point this week where you will have to make a decision, a strong decision, will which will impact long term. So whatever decision you are going to be making, that decision out here is going to be long term. Okay, it's going to be a decision that's going to impact your professional life for the next few years. But yeah, you are at a point where you will make a decision that is more aligned with who you are and your values, your belief systems. It's not so much about caring about the world or your reputation, it's more about pursuing. Okay, something that's you connect with own soul level. Understand? So if you need a personal reading, email me on Myra Healing Tarot 111 at gmail.com. Okay. So now moving forward, we have the Emperor, which tells me in the beginning of the week, right off the bat, you are putting your foot down. You are using the authority of your life. You are the CEO of your life. Okay. No more listening to anyone's order. No one listening. No more listening to other people's directions. You will be directing your own self. You are going to be reaching a point where yes is yes and no means no. You are going to put up boundaries. So if there is a someone who's very pushy, right? You are going to tell them, I can't do this. Okay, if there is something that you are really feel you deserve, you will let the opposite person know, I deserve this, and I want this. There's going to be a lot of this non-negotiable. That's the kind of feeling I'm getting out here, Leo, for you. So you will be at the point where there is no other choice out here. Okay, you are going to be done compromising. You are going to be done acting out of fear. So you are going to be acting very very practically, and you are going to be focused, whatever is more practical, whatever is more logical, rather than looking at emotional bias. If you have a boss, okay, who's not listening to you, you will probably be ready to say goodbye to your boss or your manager. Okay, if yes, if if a business needs a lot more alignment and discipline, you will do you will be doing that by the end of week. We have the page of wands again, Leo. We have the page of wands, which tells me that even if you have tried to look out for a job and you have not had a lot of job opportunities, looks like that page of wands is telling me that this could be you. You will continue to look for a new options. Okay, a lot of you will continue to look for a new options. Okay, be it a business or a job, you will be very excited about moving towards something new. you have an idea and you will be moving towards new options, new ideas. You will be exploring your options. Some of you, there could be some kind of casual job offer also that comes in. Okay, but more than that, I'm feeling that you will be very excited and very, very confident, so that you are on the right direction and you need to keep moving towards whatever is good for you. Okay,